morning, students. In this session, I will solve some important exercise problems. Say the first question. If sin A is equal to 3 by 5, cos B is equal to minus 8 by 17, where angle A belongs to pi by 2 less than A less than pi and pi by 2 less than B less than pi. Okay. That means angle A belongs to, if you observe the quadrants, here see 0, 90, here 180, here 270, one full rotation 360. Given data, A belongs to pi by 2 less than A less than pi. That means your angle A varies from 90 degree to 180 degree. Okay, 90 degree to 180 degree. Which quadrant? That is second quadrant. Therefore, A belongs to the second quadrant. Similarly, B varies from 90 degree to 180 degree. That means angle B also belongs to the second quadrant. Then what is your observation? Since A and B are in second quadrant, in the second quadrant only sine and its reciprocal cosecant are positive. Okay, all other trigonometric functions are negative. Okay, since in the question given as A and B are belongs to the second quadrant, while calculating the values, your sine value only remains positive. Then cos value and all other trigonometric values are negative. Now see, here I'll write, since A and B belongs to second quadrant. Clear why second quadrant? Because 90 degree to 180 degree is given. Sin A and sin B is positive and cos A, cos B is negative. Okay, clear? Why you are writing sin A, sin B and cos A, cos B? Because question is sin of A plus B. We know the formula, compound angle formula, sin of A plus B. Sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Similarly, cos of A minus B. What's the formula? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, right? In these two formulas, we have cos A value cos B as well as sin A sin B. So we need to calculate that values. Okay. First see, sin A is equal to 3 by 5 is given. If you consider this triangle, what's the formula? Sin A is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. Okay. This implies, see, opposite by hypotenuse sine value. What's the opposite value? Opposite value is equal to 3. Hypotenuse value is equal to 5, right? So, if you draw the triangle here, see, okay, by this formula, opposite length is equal to 3. Hypotenuse length is equal to 5. Solved similar problems. Apply Pythagoras theorem. 3 square plus x square is equal to 25. Here nothing but 4. Because 4 square is 16 plus 3 square is 9. 16 plus 9 it's equal to 5 square 25. Okay. Therefore, from this triangle, what's the value of cos A? Cos A value is equal to cos theta formula. Cos theta formula is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. It's equal to, what's the value of adjacent? Adjacent value is equal to 4 divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse value is equal to 5. By the triangle, you are getting cos A value is equal to 4 divided by 5. But given data, see, angle A belongs to second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine is positive. But here you are calculating cos A value, right? Since A belongs to the second quadrant, cos A value is negative. Here I'll write, since A belongs to second quadrant, cos A value is equal to, here see, plus 4 by 5 is there, but since second quadrant is given, its value is equal to minus 4 divided by 5. Similarly, see, cos B value is given. Cos B is equal to minus 8 divided by 17. Okay, cos theta is given. We have the formula cos B is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Okay. Now see, you need to calculate sin B value. For that you are using Pythagoras theorem. Here see, minus 8 by 17 is there. Why here minus is there? Minus is because in the question they are given B belongs to second quadrant, right? See here, 90 degree to 180 degree. B belongs to second quadrant. That's why cos B value is negative. But it's not possible to take adjacent value is equal to minus 8. Minus because angle B belongs to the second quadrant and cos value is there. So adjacent is a length. Length is always positive. So here adjacent value is equal to plus 8 and hypotenuse value is equal to 17. Okay. Now you need to find the opposite length. Okay. Apply Pythagoras theorem. X square plus 8 square is equal to 17 square. Apply Pythagoras theorem. X square plus 8 square is equal to 17 square. Okay. You can observe x square plus 64 is equal to 17 square 289. Okay. If you simplify this one, you will get x square is equal to 289 minus 64. X square is equal to 225. This is nothing but x is equal to 15. Okay. Actually, you are getting plus or minus 15. But you are talking about length, right? Opposite side, length. Length is always positive quantity. So I am considering plus 15. Okay. Now see, we have opposite side length. Now write the formula sin B. What's the formula sin B? Sin B is equal to opposite divided by the hypotenuse. It's equal to opposite length is equal to 15 divided by the hypotenuse length is equal to 17. Now observe the given question. They are given B belongs to the second quadrant, right? Here I'll write since B belongs to the second quadrant. See, sin function is there. Sin B is equal to, in the second quadrant, sin function is positive. So it's only plus 15 divided by 17. The question, first question is sin of A plus B. Here I'll write sin of A plus B. What's the formula? Sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A into sin B. Now substitute the values. Sin A value is equal to 3 by 5 into cos B. Cos B value is equal to minus 8 divided by 17 plus by the formula cos A. Cos A value is equal to minus 4 by 5 into sin B. Sin B value is equal to 15 divided by 17. It's equal to minus 8 into 3 minus 24 divided by 17 5 is 85. You can see here minus 15 4s are, it's equal to 60 divided by 85. It's equal to 60 plus 20 84 minus 84 divided by 85 is the answer for sin of A plus B. Okay. Sin of A plus B is equal to minus 84 divided by 85. The second question is cos of A minus B. Cos of A minus B, it's equal to, apply the formula, cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Okay. Now substitute the values cos A and cos B. Cos A value is equal to minus 4 by 5 into cos B. Cos B value is equal to minus 8 by 17. Okay. Plus sin A. Sin A value is equal to 3 by 5 into sin B value. Sin B value is equal to 15 divided by 17. Okay. Now see, here it's equal to, now here see, minus 4 into minus 8. 8 4s are 32 plus minus into minus plus divided by 85. Here see 15 into 3, it's equal to 45 divided by 17 5 is 85. It's equal to 40 plus 30 70 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 77 divided by 85. It's a value of cos of A minus B. Clear? See the next question. If sin A is equal to 7 by 25, cos B is equal to minus 12 by 13, where pi by 2 less than A less than pi. That means your angle varies from 90 degree to 180 degree. And pi less than B, B less than 3 pi by 2. That means your B varies from 180 degree to 270 degree. Now see, in the previous problem, both A and B belongs to the same quadrant. But here see, A belongs to one quadrant, B belongs to the another quadrant. Just draw the quadrant C here. 0, 90, 180, 270, 1 full rotation, 360. A varies from 90 degree to 180 degree here, right? 90 degree to 180 degree. That means angle A belongs to the second quadrant. B varies from 180 degree to 270 degree. That means B belongs to the third quadrant. We know in the second quadrant, sine function and its reciprocal cosecant is positive. In the third quadrant, tan and its reciprocal cot is positive. That means here in the second quadrant, sine is positive, and here both sine and cos are negative. Tan only positive, okay, and their corresponding reciprocals. So you can write, since A belongs to second quadrant, okay, cos A sin A is positive and cos A is negative, right? For angle A is in second quadrant, that means sine of that angle is positive. Cos of that angle A is negative. Then see, since B belongs to the third quadrant, okay, sin B and cos B are negative, right? Because B in third quadrant, both sine and cos are negative. We want to only sine and cos values, right? Why? Because you need to calculate sine of A plus B as well as cos of B plus B. If you apply the formula, you will get only 4 values, that is sin A, sin B, cos A, cos B. That's why you are writing only sin A, sin B and cos A, cos B. Okay. Now see, sin A is equal to 7 divided by 25 is given. We know sin A is equal to opposite divided by the hypotenuse. Okay. If you observe this, what's the value of opposite? Opposite length is equal to 7 units. Hypotenuse length is equal to 25 units. Draw the triangle. See, opposite it's equal to 7 unit. The hypotenuse is equal to 25. You need to find the adjacent value. Here apply Pythagoras theorem. 7 square, that is 49, plus x square is equal to 625. This implies x square is equal to 625 minus 49. Okay. X square is equal to 576. This implies x is equal to 24. Actually, x is equal to plus or minus 24. Since you are calculating the length, it's equal to plus 24. Okay. By this, you can write cos A value is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. That is 24 divided by 25. Cos A value. But see here, A belongs to the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos A is negative. Cos A value is equal to minus 24 divided by 25. Okay, use the second data. Second data is cos B, it's equal to minus 12 divided by 13. Okay, here minus because angle B belongs to the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, both cos and sin are negative. Okay, again see we have the formula cos B is equal to adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse side. By comparing, you can get adjacent length is equal to 12, hypotenuse length is equal to 13 because length is always positive. It's not possible to take adjacent length is equal to minus 12. Okay, adjacent length it's equal to 12 units. If you draw the triangle, here see adjacent is equal to 12 and the hypotenuse is equal to 13. You need to calculate the opposite length. Use Pythagoras theorem. X square plus 12 square is 144 equal to 13 square is 169. This implies x square is equal to 169 minus 144. Here you will get x square equal to 25. This implies x value is equal to 5. Okay, you are taking only positive value because you are calculating length. So here 5. Okay, therefore sin B is equal to, by this formula we have sin theta is equal to opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. Opposite side is equal to 5 divided by the hypotenuse 13. We have sin B value, but observe B belongs to the third quadrant. In the third quadrant sin value is negative, therefore I'll write since B belongs to third quadrant, sin B value is equal to minus 5 divided by 30. Now see the first question. First question is sin of A plus B. Sin of A plus B is equal to, write the formula sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Substitute the values. Sin A value 7 by 25 into cos B. Cos B value is equal to minus 12 by 13 plus cos A value. Cos A is minus 24 by 25 into sin B. Sin B value is equal to minus 5 by 13. Simplify this one. By simplifying, you will get minus 84 by 325, minus into minus plus 120 by 325. 120 minus 84, it's equal to 36 divided by 325. It's a value of sin of A plus B. Okay, sin of A plus B is equal to 36 divided by 325. And the second question is cos of A plus B. Write the formula. Cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B middle minus sin A sin B. It's equal to cos A value. Cos A value is minus 24 by 25 into cos B. Cos B value is equal to minus 12 by 13 minus, by the formula sin A. Sin A value is 7 by 25 into sin B. Sin B value is equal to minus 5 divided by 13. By simplifying, you will get 288 divided by 325 plus, because minus into here on minus, plus 7 5s are 35 by 325. Add these two, you will get 323 divided by 325. This is the answer for cos of A plus B. Okay. Suppose tan of A plus B is asked, then no need to find tan A, tan B values. You can solve it directly. Tan of A plus B is equal to sin of A plus B divided by cos of A plus B. Now see, what is sin of A plus B? 36 divided by 325 divided by cos of A plus B, 323 divided by 325. 325 get cancels. It's equal to 36 divided by 323. It's a value of tan of A plus B. Okay. Suppose question is tan of A minus B. That time calculate sin of A minus B, cos of A minus B. Then write the formula. Tan of A minus B is equal to sin of A minus B divided by cos of A minus B. Then substitute the values.